What's up, guys? Arkham Knight 84 here. Yeah, I decided to redo this video because the other one I just did, I don't know, I just wasn't pleased with it, and I don't know. I just had to redo it. But today we're talking about Freddy versus Jason. Came out in 2003. What on earth can I say about it? I mean, well, besides, it's been directed by Ronnie Yu. It has Monica Keenan, Jason Ritter, Robert Englund comes back as Freddy for the last time. And sadly, they replaced Kane Hodder with Ken Kersinger, which was one of the stunt double. He was a stunt double for Kane. And if I'm not mistaken, he was a stunt coordinator on Jason Takes Manhattan. Yeah, there's not a real clear story of why they let Kane go. I've heard or seen mixed things, like either Ronnie Yu wanted to work with Ken, or Ronnie really liked Kane, but the producer, which was some lady's name, I can't remember her name right offhand, but she didn't like the way Kane's performance was, thought he was too cartoony. So nobody can really flesh out a really clear answer about it. So hopefully the documentary, which by the way comes out next week, I can't wait, will clear all that up. So sorry about that little celebration there. Freddy versus Jason. Let's see. Both Freddy and Jason are in hell, and the story goes, in order, the parents of Springwood have brainwashed their children of thinking there is no Freddy. They don't speak of his name, and the people that are still haunted by Freddy, they sent them off to an institution without even letting know their friends or whoever is attached to them know where they're at, and they have to take a drug called Hypnocil, if I'm not mistaken. So the parents of Springwood have achieved of, taking away Freddy's power, which is fear. So Freddy is forgotten. So Freddy Krueger, he doesn't like that, so he finds a way to resurrect himself. In order to do that, he has to reestablish fear in Springwood. So what does he do? He resurrects Jason Voorhees and manipulates Jason by pretending to be Jason's mother, and says, Jason, kids of Spring would have been bad, go punish them, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So Jason wakes up, comes up, and walks his slow ass to Springwood, and starts having a big body count. As a matter of fact, I think Freddy killed one person in this entire movie, and Jason, I lost count, but there's a lot of blood and a lot of slashing, so it definitely delivers on that. Jason kills a lot of faceless teenagers in this one. Let's see, and then, pretty much Jason and Freddy, they fight in the dream world, and they fight in the real world. The reason why they fight is because Jason has exceeded making people. Well, that's not what Jason's thinking. He's doing what his mom says. But little does he know, he's actually killing a bunch of people, and the parents of Springwood thinks, oh no, it's the Springwood slasher, it's Freddy, but really it's Jason. And Jason's having too much fun, and Freddy wants to put him down like a dog doesn't know how to stop eating. So and that's pretty much why they fight. And there's some subplot of Monica Keenan not seeing her boyfriend, and I don't really give a shit. I never really cared for it. I always watched it because of, Freddy and Jason. I mean, that's the real reason why. And this movie, I remember seeing this when it came out in theaters, and even though I was really bummed that Kane wasn't in it, I could dare say this movie alone, as a movie-going experience in a movie theater, this was by far one of the most fun films I've seen on the big screen, because you could feel the positive energy in the air, in the audience. People were just excited, they were cheering, having fun. So, it was a lot of fun. And it sticks out in my mind to this day of, one of the best experiences I've had. It's not the best, but one of the maybe top 5 moments in the movie theater for me personally. So it takes me back to that, and it's a fun film, you know. If you're a fan of these characters, I don't think, if you're a Freddy fan, I think you might be kind of gypped. Like I said, he only kills one person in this movie. But if that doesn't bother you, and I guess go ahead for it. But, you know, just to see him fight Jason, and there's plenty of blood, it doesn't disappoint on that. So, you know, it's like a 90, I don't know how long it is, 90 minutes? It's like a 90-minute wrestling match almost. Well, they're not fighting, you know, for 90 minutes. But anyway, let's see. My likes and dislikes. Location. I do like the location. They shot in Vancouver, Canada, which is, I'm pretty sure why they got Ken Kirsinger playing Jason. And I really love the location of Crystal Lake in this one. I don't know why, but it's just always stuck out to me. Just the trees, like the size of the trees. I know it just sounds ridiculous, but I don't know. I just love the way Crystal Lake looked in this movie. I like the story. Like, you know, I know I just said about the whole subplot with Monica Keenan and her dad and everything, but, you know. But as far as, like, getting them together to fight, it makes sense. At least from, I guess, a storytelling point of view. I don't know where I was going with that, so just scratch that one. The fight scenes, like I just said, it's a lot of fun to watch, either Dream or Real World. It doesn't matter. It delivers. It's fun. And I like this movie because it touches on Jason's origin a little bit. Like, you get to go see Crystal Lake back in the 50s, and you get to see a little Jason Voorhees fall in the lake, which I don't think is the exact way how they put him in the lake. As I remember, the counts were just fucking, and he just went swimming or fell in the water or something. I don't remember kids pushing him in the water, but who cares? Dislikes. I have 2 dislikes on here. The major one, now, I'll just say it. The water. Now, in a way, it does make sense since he drowned in the lake and presumably died, or he did die. It's not very clear how Jason came back. There's been, you know, from that point of view, yes, it does make sense, but it bothers the hell out of me from the previous ones. How many times has Jason been in the water? Meaning part 6, he was just walking in the water to get Tommy Jarvis. He didn't flinch, he didn't hesitate, he just walked like he was a machine, and he was undead. And he's undead in this one, and he probably pissed his pants just by seeing a little dribble of water. And I know Freddy, he uses your fear against you. So I guess they just had to just take a gamble and do that. Like I said, I guess in a way it does make sense, but it bothers me from the previous ones. It wasn't a big deal. But, so I guess if you go against Jason, all you need is some water balloons and you'll be alright. Just throw it at him, he'll run away from you. So, sorry about that. And the other one is Ken Kirsinger. You know, actually, let me split this up in the second part, so I'll be right back.